Now that my hair is coiled all the way at the ends, I'm just going in to reinforce, in the mouth, that was disgusting, and making sure that it is completely coiled before I add my clip to the root. Hey y'all, I'm going to start by taking off my t-shirt towel. My hair has been drying. It's already divided into 4 sections here. I'm going to go in with the melanin leave-in review coming soon. So I'm going to take this section down and saturate my hair with the leave-in. Then I'm going to go in with my TaéAnna Hair Oil and put that throughout the section as well. I'm using the lock method. So starting with the leave-in, the melanin leave-in, and then the TaéAnna Hair Oil. And then I'm going to go in with my Texture ID curling cream. I like this cream, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on even though I'm using gel because it adds some moisture to my hair and helps seal it. The gel I'm using is the Edge Booster, and then I'm going to go ahead and section my hair. This time around I decided to do my finger coils a little larger than I traditionally do them. Not sure why I decided to do that, but want to see what that would look like. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of that gel and smooth it through the section. Then I'm going to take my detangling brush and comb that through a little bit. It was a little tangled, adding a little more gel. So I started the first one and then I realized that I needed a different gel. So I went back in with the extreme wet line gel. So I took that finger coil out and added that extreme wet line. I think that extreme wet line adds a little more slip, so that is what I was looking for as I was twisting. So I'm wrapping it around my finger, and then I'm also doing a twisting motion with the other hand just to help guide the hair into the twist. And then once I get to the end, I wrap it off with my finger. I'm going to continue wrapping my hair in my finger until I get that coil that I'm looking for. I'm also palm rolling if needed, and here's what the first coil looks like. Then I'm going to section off my hair and continue that process for the rest of my head. Here's my next section. I'm going to start off this section by detangling with my detangling brush. And then I'm going to go in with that same order of products. So there's my Edge Booster gel. I'm adding a little bit of that to the section, smoothing it through. Then I'm going to go in with the extreme wet line gel. I'm going to again smooth that through the section until I get the slip I like. Then I'm going to start with that twisting motion, and I'm going to finger coil as I see fit. Sometimes with these bigger sections I found it was easier to start off with that twist as opposed to the actual finger coil. And then here is what the second twist looks like. Again, going through until I get it to where I like it. Another thing I noticed with these bigger sections is that I had to keep going back and recoiling them. I finished the 2 sections in the back of my head, so I'm going to start on the front. This should give you a better view of how I'm applying the product, smoothing them through my hair, and then also how I am coiling and twisting as needed. So I'm sure you noticed the clips on that coil on my shoulder. So I finished the back and my coil started coming loose. So I decided to add some clips to the root, in the middle, and on the end So I did that, one, to keep the coil in place, and two, to add some weight to the coil. That helps to stretch it. And I also do that sometimes when I'm doing my twist outs. Speaking of twist outs, do y'all want me to do a tutorial on how I do my twist outs? Comment below if you want that tutorial. So I wanted y'all to take note that I was doing this probably at like 7 or 8 at night, and I typically do not do styles that need to air dry like this late at night. So I would suggest you do this on a day where you have the time for it to air dry. Usually I'm doing a style like this, a finger coil or a wash and go, in the morning so that I have all day for it to dry. But I wanted to make this video for y'all, so I went ahead and did it on my wash day, which was also not on my usual wash day. Sometimes when I'm doing my coils, some hair gets tangled and it doesn't coil properly, so that was me just pulling it out. In case you missed it the first time, I'm going to give you a close-up of how I am detangling, adding the product, and then coiling and twisting. It was late at night, so I had to stay motivated, so ignore my dancing and singing. You'll see me going in with that edge booster gel. In the front, I slicked my edges just so that when it dried, it gave me a clean finish. And then I smoothed the rest of that gel through the section. Now I'm going in with that extreme wet line gel. Again, that gel added a little more slip than the edge booster gel. So once I get that in, I start to twist at the root, and then I will finish out with finger coiling. Now that my hair is coiled all the way at the ends, I'm just going in to reinforce, in the mouth, that was disgusting, and making sure that it is completely coiled before I add my clip to the root, as I'm doing here. Then I'm going to add a clip to the middle. Again, I found that they were unraveling more so in the middle, so I was adding a clip in the middle and then at the end. And using all these clips does add some weight, so that helps to stretch the hair. It's the next morning and I realized I did not record what I did after I finished with the coils. So I ended up taking my blow dryer and blow drying my hair just enough so that I did not have to sleep on soggy hair. I also took out the middle clip, that way I could sleep comfortably. If you wanted to see what I did, I made a reel on my Instagram at TaéAnna Co, and I will link that below. The first thing I'm going to do is remove all the clips from my hair. The one thing I noticed that I did not like about having the clips on my ends was that it made a flat mark, which was kind of annoying, but I'll show you later how I kind of revived that weird spot at the end of my hair. Another thing to note is that because I did this at around 7 or 8 at night and then went to sleep about an hour later, my hair was not completely dry. So the back was about 80% dry, and I would say the front was about 90% dry. Now that all the clips are out, I'm going to refresh my hair and add in a little more of that TaéAnna Hair Oil. I will link that below. It is my special blend of oils that I have been using for years, since I really started experimenting with my natural coils. So I'm just going to put that throughout my hair. I'm not using too much because I just want to loosen them a little bit so they're not crunchy and crinkly from the gel. So I'm just smoothing them through my hands. This might be a little hard to see, but that coil came loose, So I just retwisted it to see if it would go back into place. So I had quite a few that had this situation. So what I ended up doing was taking it loose and 2 strands twisting it. That way it still gave me some definition when I got ready to take down the coils. As you can see there, that one came out. A lot of them in the back came out. Not sure if I would do them this big in the back again, but for the front I think it's cool. Thank you for watching, and I hope this tutorial helped you to achieve this style. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment for more videos. Let me know what other things you're interested in seeing. Also, if you want to see what the takedown of the coils looks like, make sure you are following me on Instagram at TaéAnna Co.